In my own words, community to me means people that are willing to work together, fight for each other, stand by one another, people that are going to wave at you and say hi, that are going to say, how are you? Even if they don't know you. Neighbors that are going to bring you a pie on Thanksgiving, or that are going to cook you a meal when they know you're going through a hard time. That is what community means to me. When thinking about health or even just a healthy community, I think right now with this pandemic and being in this for a year now, to me, a healthy community is a community that wears masks. It is a community that practices social distancing while still being there for others. I think right now, one of the biggest things we can do for our neighbors and for those people working on the front lines and the grocery store workers is the simple things like that, wearing that mask, making sure it's on properly, keeping our distance, washing our hands. I do strongly believe that I would be a great addition to your team, mostly because I have suffered with anxiety probably my entire life, but it wasn't something that I really noticed until high school. However, this pandemic has completely shifted that and shifted how I handle my anxiety, shifted from being something that I was self curing to something that I really had to open up to my doctor about and actually even started seeking therapy. When it comes to an influence in my life, I would have to strongly say that my parents, I was actually born in Bosnia and I lived there for 6 years. And my parents had to survive the war. They had to go through this whole refugee process of moving our family here, learning a new language, getting their degrees so that they could get jobs and so that they could provide me and my siblings with the life that they envisioned for us. And I don't think that anyone could inspire me more than that. I think when it comes to me inspiring people, I really try to use my positivity, my good energy, my smile to put that energy out there. It's not something that obviously will always work depending on how a person is feeling at the time, but I do think and I strongly believe that if I can carry that positive energy throughout the day, that it will impact people even in a small way. When thinking about things I am passionate about, there are so many. I am very passionate about the community, but the world, and just making a difference. Whether that is a small difference or a big difference, I'm passionate about. When it comes to something very hard that I've done for something I believe in, I think I'm going to have to go with something recently. I wrote my story of my personal journey of growing up in Bosnia for those 6 years, of being a refugee, of trying to fit into this culture that was so new to me and learning a new language and all the struggles that I went through. And all right, so 5 quirky random facts about me. 1, I am a vegetarian. 2, I do speak 2 languages. I do speak Bosnian as well as English. 3, I love to cook, but I don't actually know how to cook an entire Bosnian dish on my own. 4, I love to smile. I love to be happy. Even on the rough days, I look for things that are gonna put a smile on my face. 4, I am a talker. I love to talk. I love communicating with people and just connecting and getting to know them. It is one of my favorite things. I do want to thank you for your consideration, and I do hope I hear back from you.